assignment about older workers. We are from D1BA1115B. Before we start, I want to introduce my team members.
First, I want to explain a short of introduction about the older workers. Older employees are employees that are still employed by the employer whose age is below the maximum age of 65 years. But in our country, companies still have an employee that is above the age of 65 years. Older workers are people who work either full-time or part-time on either a temporary basis or permanently. These workers are employed in various fields such as in commercial, professional and medical setting. They have years of experience working within in industry and environment. Malaysia is among the 5 countries with a higher number of elderly people besides Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam.
Demographic studies on the workforce consistently reach the following observation. The percentage of older individuals who work for well into the 60 and 70 is increasing. And over the course of the next 10 years, a large percentage of our workforce will fall into this category, due mostly to early and typical retirements.
Based on the data of the number of employed persons in Malaysia in 2020 by age group, we can see that the highest number of people is 505 million from the age of 25 years old to 34 years old. The least number of employed persons in Malaysia in 2020 is between the age range of 55 years old to 64 years old with 1.32 million person. The next statistics is the size of Malaysia's labour force in 2021 broken down by age group. By the time people reach the age of 25 to 29 years old, we can observe that the labour force size is at maximum at 2,094.4. Last but not least, Malaysia's labour force size in 2021 will be made up of 462.1 people between the age of 60 to 64 years old.
Factors to lead the issue concern. Every employer will want to hire employees who can make a good impression in their company's development performance. Having a lot of experience is one of the factors that companies will hire older workers. It is because the older worker has many experience from their job have been involved in. They also have collected a lot of skills from job. When they have been experienced, the older worker only need a little supervision and they fast learner. They are also confident to share suggestions and recommendations in discussions compared with new young workers. Next, the major attitude. The older worker have a professional attitude in doing a job. They do not wasting time on useless things when they doing a job. By the attitude, they also able to be as a role model for other new young workers. They also solve the problem rationally and not act carelessly. Overall, the recruitment of older workers who have a lot of experience, various of skills, and have a better attitude can have a positive effect on the development of the company.
Next, I will explain about impact when hire older workers. So the first one is less willing to adopt the technology. An older worker may find it difficult to learn the new technology that a growing number of the business are introducing today. The fact that older workers nowadays are less inclined to accept all the latest technology is one of the main impact of hiring them. Secondly, lack of flexibility. Employees that are older tend to be less flexible and more rigid. This one has a significant negative because they are less able to adapt the new environments. Moreover, often not willing to accept criticism. Older employees with more experience could be less receptive to criticism and work hard to enhance their way of working. Even if the new procedure is more effective, they are more prone to be set in their ways. Other than that, one of the primary impact of hiring older workers is that they are coming closer to retirement age. The company is obligated to hunt for a new hires to locate replacement because they may only work for the company for a short of periods before they leaving. Besides, more problems related to health. Even though not all older workers have a serious problem, however, requiring older workers increase the chance that they will have more health-related problems. They might need to take more times of a medical appointment or take extra day off if they are sick. Furthermore, older workers want higher salary. In comparison to the younger generation, older workers are more likely to hold roles in management and hold more senior positions within an organization. When compared to what a company provides to younger employees, an older worker is likely to want a higher medical benefit, a more attractive pension plans, and a provident fund. Last but not least, younger managers might not be respected by older workers. They occasionally try to demand respect from manager just because they are older. There will be a time when worker gets in their ways and refuse to listen to anyone who is younger than them, even though not all of them are like this.
Existing solutions to manage the issue. First, Minimum Retirement Act. One of the solutions that have been done that we can highlight is the solution from the Government of Malaysia for the issue of older workers is based on Law of Malaysia Act 753 Minimum Retirement Age Act 2012 as at 1 November 2016. Based on the legal document in Part 2 Minimum Retirement Age 4. Firstly, notwithstanding any other written law, the minimum retirement age of an employee should be upon the employee attaining the age of 60 years. Secondly, the Minister may, by notification in the Gazette, prescribe a minimum retirement age higher than the minimum retirement age provided under Subsection 1. Thirdly, when the Minister prescribes a higher minimum retirement age under Subsection 2, the prescribed minimum retirement age should supersede the minimum retirement age provided under Subsection 1. Upon reaching the age of optional retirement as specified in the employment contract or collective agreement, an employee may freely retire. In other words, with the employee's permission, a company may retire an employee when the employee reaches a defined age below 60. Therefore, by following the laws that have been stipulated by the government, we can reduce the percentage of older workers from working and open more job opportunities for young people to get a place to earn a living. Secondly, offers good retirement benefits. A company can offer good pension benefits. We can take example from the company PepsiCo. Based on the PepsiCo Retire Healthcare Program Retiree Investment Account RRA Summary Plan Description, starting on January 1, 2050, PepsiCo offers qualified post-65 retires and their spouse or partners access to a private Medicare marketplace, also known as an exchange, where they can compare individual plans to find the one that best suit their requirement and financial situation. Those who qualify will receive financial assistance from PepsiCo in the form of contribution to a Retire Reimbursement Account RRA, which can be used to cover individual plan premiums or other qualified out-of-pocket medical expenses. Next, enrolling in ongoing support and coverage through one exchange, eligible post-65 retires and their eligible post-65 spouses or partners can sign up for individual health, prescription medication, dental and vision coverage. A retired or spouse must first complete the necessary steps to sign up for Medicare Part A and Part B before turning 65 throughout the year. Then, through one exchange, he or she can sign up for individual insurance coverage. Furthermore, eligibility and coverage for RRA as from January 1, 2015, PepsiCo will contribute to a Retire Reimbursement Account to help eligible post-65 retires and their spouse or partner pay for the Retire Medical Coverage RRA. When registered in an individual medical plan through one exchange, RRA money may be used to pay for qualified medical expenses, including medical plan premiums. One exchange has a contract with PepsiCo, the plan administrator, under which it will handle reimbursement processing and other administrative services related to the plan. So, in conclusion, when a company offers good retirement benefits, its employees do not hesitate to retire according to the contract that has been signed by the company and him. Therefore, younger workers can take the place of retired workers and get promoted to replace the older workers.
The new solution that can be used to manage the issue of older workers are the privilege and voluntary separation scheme. I will explain one by one. Privilege at work is a specific benefit, status, or respect that a person may enjoy as a result of belonging to a social identity group. Reduced privilege is among technique used by some employers to encourage older employees to live on their own. It is illegal to refuse someone progressive life on the basis of age in the workplace, but this occurs regularly. Workplace privilege can be limited for persons of all age, but this is another strategy used by some employers to pace out older workers. When privilege is removed at a workplace, many employees decide to live on their own because they are no longer entitled to it. As a result, a limited possibility for older individuals in the job is a common solution in order to get rid of them without being blamed for age discrimination. For an employer, this is fair. Employers see older workers begin to show reduced performance in the company. This is because the health of the elderly is beginning to be affected, so that older employees will not see their employer as cruel, since the employer does it indirectly. The Voluntary Separation Scheme (VSS) is another method the company can take if they want to downsize or reorganize their human resource department. The employer will make the VSS available to the targeted employees through an announcement, giving them the choice to accept or reject the plan. Such a VSS plan is typically made available at the employer discretion with benefit package chosen by the business. In order to entice the targeted employees to accept the VSS program, employees will typically give a VSS package that is more alluring than the statutory benefit for laying off or dismissal. The voluntary nature of such a program is a more tactful strategy used by the employer to reduce its labor surplus. Employees who have consented to a VSS have limited resource for wrongful dismissal under Section 20 of the Industrial Relations Act. The reason for this is because as soon as an employee choose to accept the VSS plan, a legally enforceable contract will be created between the employees and the employer.
The next slide is about analysis solutions. The first analysis existing solution is the Malaysian Employment Act 1995, which is the Minimum Retirement Age Act 2012. The advantage of the Malaysian Employment Act 1995 is that the company may retire an employee when the employee reaches a defined retirement age. Employment laws get to guide employees on how they should treat workers and define legal and ethical behavior towards them. And the disadvantage is when an employer breaches an MRAA regulations or order by retiring an employee before the age of 60. The employer commits an harmful act and if convicted faces a fine up to RM10,000. An employee who is forced to retire before reaching the age of 60 may seek recourse by filing a formal complaint with the Director General of Labour within 60 days of his forced resignations. Next of analysis existing solutions is offer good retirement benefit. Employees get to enjoy the advantage by offering employees medical, dental or other health insurance coverage. This lessens the need for employees to take time off work by allowing them to receive care more quickly and privately. While the disadvantage is offering a benefit plan to employees come with administrative duties that might take time. Depending on how large the organization's benefit plans is, they may or may not need a lot of administrative support. Next is analysis new solutions of reduced privilege. The advantage of reduced privilege is starting because employers' healthcare costs will almost certainly rise as their workforce age. They are more likely to be paid more than their younger colleagues. Older employees are more expensive, such as those we have discussed in offering good retirement benefits. And the disadvantage of reduced privilege is older workers can be advantageous since they are more trustworthy, loyal and have better work ethic. Older employees were considerably more likely to encounter unfavorable preconceptions such as being less adaptive, lacking physical capacities, having limited technological skills, being less capable of learning and being reluctant to change.
Now I'm going to explain the advantages and disadvantages of VSS, or known as Voluntary Separation Scheme. So offering a voluntary separation scheme, or known as VSS, is seen as a more favorable action by a business than just forcing retirement on employees. When workers choose to put themselves forward of their own free choice, it is more democratic and has a less serious effect on the company's reputation. The disadvantages of VSS is people who are persuaded into the program may claim discrimination. Age, gender, color, marital status, religion, or any other characteristic that might give rise to claims of unfair dismissal are all prohibited by law for employers to take into consideration. The best solution would be the Minimum Retirement Age Act 2012, or known as mandatory retirement. The reasons why this is the best solution is because the employees have a limit of age to work and to ensure younger employees have the opportunity to advance in the company. First and foremost, Minimum Retirement Age Act 2012 makes the employees have the limit of age to work, which is until 60 years old. In this way, older people will not apply to the vacancy job of the company that applied this act in their requirement. Hence, the Human Resource Department of the company will immediately reject people that are 60 years old and above as an employee, which could cause an issue for the company. Other than that, to ensure younger employees the opportunity to advance in the company, when the company keeps hiring older workers, it would make the promotion opportunities for younger workers lower and might pose difficulties in securing jobs. As a result, it would make the unemployment rate increase. Therefore, a company needs to follow the minimum retirement age as well as give enough training to the other employees so that they are prepared to face any problems and obstacles. In a nutshell, Minimum Retirement Age Act 2012 is the best initiative and solution that a company could take to reduce the issue. Love it or loathe it, people need to accept that older workers who are 60 years and above should have retired and give the chance to other people to work as well. Otherwise, it will give bad performance and impression of the company. Therefore, all companies in Malaysia should set the minimum retirement age for employees at 60 years of age.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.